Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. The sun has finally come out. It's been raining all week, it's been horrid. Today is Sunday, which is meal prepping day, and I've done that thing where I have not been planning. I've been buying food, just buying it off the fly without any intention of knowing what I'm going to be doing with it, which is okay sometimes, okay not other times. My fridge is rammed full of stuff. I have no idea what I'm going to be cooking, so I'm going to sort out my fridge today. Wow, it's not nice. It's got stuff in it. So I need to clean my fridge today. I'm going to pull out all the things that I think need to go. I don't like food waste, so I'm going to avoid that at all costs. And this is known in my house as potentially a wacky dinner situation, where I get all sorts of stuff on the plate, so that's always fun. Anyway, I'm going to sort out my fridge, give it a good cleaning and disinfecting, all that stuff, and pull out what I want to use, and I'll show you guys what it is and sort of my plans and thoughts about what on earth I can do with it all. And that's a little tidier, don't judge me. This fridge is like 15 years old and I just cannot get everything off. I just can't get everything off it, unfortunately. It's like discoloured and stuff. We need a new fridge. But it's looking a lot better now, so I've put everything back together again. These are those coffees that I bought on my haul, 49p each. Yes, they were a steal, yeah. I actually went and bought 2 more. I imagine they're all gone by now. These things get raided, so I've got 5 there for the next week. They've been so nice. I've been just chopping them down a little bit with almond milk and a bit of water and some sugar-free honeycomb syrup. It's been lovely. I've got some salady stuff here and some onions. Not looking, this looks quite nice. I've got, in my greenhouse I've got some more lettuce leaves, some green onions, some cress, and some coriander, sort of what is that, cilantro, and some chives, so I can put into a little salad as well. So I think there's probably a couple of salads worth in there. I've got those mini cheeses that I bought for mostly for Paul. He's very happy chewing through those. These are all a variety of cheeses and things, and some chicken for the kittens. Steak, and look, I mean, one of the things I've noticed of all the stuff that I have pulled out, which is over there, is the dates. And these are things that I've only just bought. The dates are really, really bad. This is stuff that's been delivered, so I'm glad that I'm actually doing this, because I don't usually look at dates, but it's been particularly terrible. This has got the 16th on it, so we're going to leave that probably till next weekend and have that. I got that in the week as well for like, I think 30p. I've never had it before, so I thought that might be quite nice with that steak. But all stuff for sandwiches, like sugar, like spread and things, and zillions of condiments, and a pudding that he doesn't like. So yeah, that is the fridge, looking a lot better. I'm going to show you now what I've pulled out that I want to get rid of. It's a bit mysterious looking, isn't it? So I'll show you what I've got, and then you look at this lot and you tell me what you would cook. Please in the comments below tell me what you'd cook with all of my stuff, and just see if we match. So I've got here a gammon, which is absolutely fine. I got it in this week's shop. Got plenty of time on it, but I'm going to cook it for tonight, I think. So this is probably going to take about an hour to cook in the oven, so I might put that in the put that in there in a bit. It's 3:30, so that's plenty of time for dinner tonight. That will shrink obviously in the oven. That'd be obviously enough for tonight. Hopefully another bit more for sandwiches or a salad, perhaps that salad that I had. So that's one thing I'm going to cook today. That's number 1. 2, I've got this salsa, and someone made a really good comment about using salsa as like a pizza base. I picked this salsa because it is the lowest carb one that they had in the supermarket, and I used it for a couple of taco bowls, which were really nice. And this is actually quite a nice salsa. It's not too tomatoey, and it's only 5.1 per 100 grams. There is probably about 160 grams in there. So there is probably about 7 carbs left in this. That's not too bad. I've got a tiny little bit of mozzarella. You can't really get grated mozzarella here. Hard mozzarella in a block that you can grate yourself. I can't ever find any. So I just have to go for the squidgy stuff. So I want to get rid of that as well. But I think those two are going to be going together. I've got some cooked chicken pieces. These are fine. I only bought these on Thursday or Friday. Pre-cooked chicken. I think I'm going to take all the chicken off of those and use that in that way. I've got these sausages. I only got these last week. Date was pretty close, so I've got those and want to use up today. I got some asparagus. Again, I only got it last week. Already out of date, as with this, out of date as well. And this one was only last week, and it was, I think, probably delivered on the day it was going to go, which is awful. But it is plastic wrapped done a sniff test through the packaging. It seems to be okay. So I plan to use this in the week with a couple of bagels I got from the low carb bakery, and a little bit of that cream cheese from my cheese drawer. Can you hear the rain? It's chucking it down again. I've got a little pepper here, which I think goes well with that. And I've got a dozen eggs. I've been really off eating boiled eggs. I've had enough of them. I was thinking about doing an egg fast. Mary at Mary to Keto inspired me. But I think I've overdone it. And even again, these are last week. I usually get like 3 or 4 weeks on eggs. No, not this lot. So that is what I've got going on. Tell me what you would make with that. And then I'll show you what I'm kind of planning to do in a second. Well, you usually say things when I'm filming. So anything you want to say? No? Okay. So here we go. This is what I have pulled together. So I've got those eggs, and what I'm going to do, I think I got this in a haul. Actually, Christmas cookies, coconut macaroons, but it needs the ingredients. Where's the English ones? 6 eggs. So I kind of never got around to using it, and then obviously I've got a pack of butter which I bought last week as well, unsalted butter. So I used my 6 eggs to make some Christmas coconut macaroons. It's raining, so kind of festive. That gammon, like I said, I'm just going to cook that as is. With the sausages, right, okay, it's going to be a bit of a crate. This is the wacky part. These are sausages that I pulled out the fridge. So they have 1.4 carbs per 2, so and 6. So I'm going to aim for 3 portions out of this. I got this in the bargain shop, Colombian abondiga sauce, a comfy and fresh smart sauce for meatballs. So I was thinking I could chop this up into pieces and fry them like ball size, and put them in the sauce. Chop up the celery as well, kind of like the texture of onion, and some pepper as well. And I've got this to use. I don't particularly like the texture or the taste, but if that sauce is quite spicy, it might be okay. I'm just going to cook up 1 portion, which is 4.7 carbs, and just mix it in. I think, God, I really don't want to though. It's going to be horrible. I don't know. I want to use this up, but I'm just not really keen on it. I'll think on that a bit more. I've got that salmon and a couple of those bagels I got left, so I will try and use it up. If not, I'll use a bit with some salad. And I've got that chicken and the salsa and the mozzarella. Again, I grabbed this out of my freezer. I got a delivery from, this is the bakery that I get my stuff from. And I've basically opened the pack, put paper between each of them, which I do reuse, and put them straight into the freezer. I've not used them yet. Low carb wraps and things like that tend to be brilliant. But there you go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in Italian seasoning, extra garlic on that. I've also got some grated cheese in my cheese drawer and some mozzarella. Take the chicken off the bone, just for anyway, for salads and stuff. And then I put some chicken on there. So it's going to be chicken, cheesy chicken. And I've got some jalapenos actually. Yeah, let's get my jalapenos out. So I'll grab those. I've got my jalapenos. So let's get this going on. So that is, I'm going to be cooking this afternoon. I think I might actually get rid of that. I'm just dreading it. And there won't be a lot with these sausages. I've got some broccoli. Maybe I'll put broccoli with it. That might be a good one. I'm being off this. I'm not keen. But there you go. I'm going to make a start now and show you what I'm doing for my prep. So the meatballs are all cooked. I've thrown the vegetables in there to go a little bit brown. And I've got this sauce, and a lot of people don't like things like this, and they sort of pull faces. It's only mild. It's 49p. My criteria for things like this has got to be less than 10% carbs. This is only 4.7, so it's really low. But when people, and I find this range actually is very low. I'm going to put this in with this before it all overcooks. Put some splash of water, taste test it as it is mild, and see if it needs some chilies or anything like that. Maybe some cream cheese and some butter, I don't know, but I'm going to throw this in and see how it goes. With all this, I'm saying it's 3 portions. Each portion will be about 430 calories and 7.5 carbs, so it's not too bad. Loads of greenery in there, and definitely to have the extras with it, like I think cauliflower cheese sauce would be nice for this, or sour salad maybe. So I'm going to throw this in and get it done. Okay, the gammon is in the oven. And I've put my pizzas together quite a while with this, taking my time and enjoying myself. So I've got salsa with extra garlic and Italian herbs in there. I've got some shredded chicken. It's very, very finely shredded, really, really fine to spread it out a bit. I didn't want to overdo anything really. I wanted to keep it quite light. And I've got jalapenos, I've got some mozzarella and some cheddar. One of my favourite, I don't eat pizza, even in old me would never be a pizza eater. Never really been my jam. But I do like barbecue pizza. And I've got this little sachet of Dr. Will's barbecue sauce in my Crave kit. So I just put one sachet across the two as well. Just give it a little bit of barbecue flavour. So I'm going to throw this in the oven. My oven's already on number 5 for my gammon. I reckon 12 to 15 minutes, just to let it go all bubbly. These bases actually defrosted really quickly. I've put them on the paper that I actually separate them with. So they'll be easier to move around after I've done them. I'll probably chop them up into pieces and pop them in the oven, in the fridge, and just reheat them in the oven for like 5 minutes when I want to use them. But let's get these cooked first and see if I can have a little tasty taste and see what they're like. Well, I'm making these Christmas cookies and I'm looking at the ingredients. Essentially just coconut and a little bit of almond flour and a few other little bits and pieces, some flax, a bit of vanilla. And I've made it up as per directions, which is 6 eggs, 100 grams of butter melted. And it is quite runny. And the instructions to say once it's blended, put it into a piping bag and pipe into desired shape. But I don't think it's going to stick in any particular shape. Maybe it will. I don't know. I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes to see if the liquid gets absorbed. That might help. It may end up being like a baking tin situation, I think. It might actually be something I can slice up rather than pipe into cookies. So I'm going to give it 5 minutes and then make a decision, because I don't know. Will it? Do you reckon it will make cookies? It's supposed to make 36. Is it 36? 24 macaroons. And then each one per piece is 0.6 carbs, because it's basically grated coconut and a little bit of the eggs and stuff. So 24 little cookies. Not sure. I may end up making 12 and letting them spread out a bit. I'm not sure, but I'm going to leave it alone and see how I feel in like 5 minutes. And we are done. So this is what happens when you make it up and you wing it. So I've got my pizzas here. I did cut off a little section to see what it was like. Taste, the flavour of all the toppings was lovely. The base is a little dry, but I didn't know, I never used it before. So now I know when I do cook it again, just maybe to give it a little bit of a brush over to help with the moisture levels. The coconut macaroons ended up being 20. And there was a suggestion on there, if you've got any keto chocolate, drizzle it. So I just put some on. So yeah, I reckon with the chocolate and the fact there's 20 rather than 24, there's probably about 1.5 carbs each, which is good. Be nice for a nice cup of coffee at about 11 o'clock. Did the gammon, which we're going to have in a moment. Paul's got chippies with his and then fried egg, and I'm having just some vegetables. I don't know, what do people call crackling? Do you call it crackling? I don't know, but just charved it up. That was good. I've got that meatball with the veggies there, and again, tasted that good, tasted that good, tasted that real good, and there's some chicken as well. So there is my winging it stuff from the fridge meal prep. And that's me done for the week, friends. So hopefully that's been helpful, and just make it up as I go along. Hope you're doing really, really well. If you're not already, please press that subscribe button and hopefully the thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know what you would have done with all the ingredients, because I'm really nosy. So yeah, that's me done for the week. I'm gonna go, I think, dye my hair and wind down for Monday. And my plans are just to get back into the exercise group. I've had a bit of a break and just crack on with all these lovely foods. Hope you're doing really well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.